What's up, Trophy Hunter? The PS Plus Extra catalog includes must-play games like Silent Hill or Spider-Man. But in this video we take a look at some gems which are worth trying. We're jumping right into it, and like always I will show you each game with platinum difficulty and time. My first recommendation is Warrior's Abyss, which is a hack and slay game with roguelite elements. The game offers a fast-paced and addictive gameplay loop, a lot of playable characters which offers plenty of variety and replay value, and a really fun trophy list. So in short, if you enjoy hack and slash action and just one more run gameplay, Warrior's Abyss is a must play. Trophy wise we have no missable trophies, but the game requires several playthroughs. I also want to mention that the game is available on PS4 and PS5, and it's possible to use cross save, so you can almost auto-pop all the trophies from PS4 to PS5 except one or two easy trophies you need to retrigger. The next game on my list is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. The game delivers spectacular, brutal action with satisfying melee combat, impressive enemy hordes and stunning visuals. The campaign is fun, and the co-op and multiplayer modes add plenty of replay value. Well, I would say even if you're not a fan of Warhammer, you will still enjoy this game. Playing this one, I always get some slightly Gears of War vibes. Well, trophy wise in this game we have no really missables because there is level select. The main focus should be completing the story mode and collecting all the collectibles, and the last few trophies require a bit of grinding. Also keep in mind the game has a handful of online multiplayer trophies. But no worries, they do not really require a lot of skill. I also highly recommend play through the story in co-op. The next game on my list is called Skate Story, which is an atmospheric skateboarding adventure game with a unique visuals, identity and a very good soundtrack. The game also offers plenty of accessibility options which can make the entire game very easy. Trophy wise, please keep in mind there is a point of no return, so there are some missables. But overall the entire platinum is fairly easy. Unfortunately there is one very annoying trophy. You basically can unlock almost all the trophies except one within 6 to 8 hours. But one trophy requires to do 10,000 tricks, and this is a big grind and unfortunately boring and annoying. This trophy alone will easily take more than 3 hours. Otherwise I highly recommend this game. It was super fun, and like I said before, the soundtrack is on point. When a film is adapted into a game, failure is usually a foregone conclusion. But fortunately not in A Quiet Place the road ahead. To be honest, I expected this game will be a big fail, or let's say really nothing special, just a cash grab, but fortunately I got surprised. This game is a lot better than I thought. It definitely captures the tensions of the films and also uses stealth and clever sound-based mechanics. Trophy wise nothing is really missable because there is level select. You need to complete the game on hard, and there are also some sort of speedrun trophies. The trophies require to complete certain levels in a specific time. If you enjoyed the movie or you like horror games, give the game a try. The next game on my list is definitely a gem, another Crab's Treasure. This is a charming Souls-like that combines challenging combat with a lot clever humor. So if you ever wanted to play a colorful Souls-like, this is your game. Basically no trophies are really missable in this game, but keep in mind there is a point of no return. But no worries, you can't miss this point of no return because you get an in-game message. Everything can be done in a single playthrough, and depending on your skill, you should roughly need 20 to 30 hours. Super fun game with a slightly challenging platinum trophy, definitely worth a try. The next game was totally running under my radar, and I heard the first time ever of the game when it was added to PS Plus Extra. The game is called Metal Eden and is a first-person sci-fi shooter game. The game definitely shines when it focuses on movements and high-intensity encounters. Personally, the game gave me some slightly Doom vibes. Trophy-wise, well, everything can be done in a single playthrough, but keep in mind there is one missable trophy called Weapons Expert. You need to collect enough dust to upgrade all your weapons before you reach the final boss, and there is also a difficult related trophy. You need to complete the game on brutal difficulty. The game offers chapter select, but keep in mind weapons expert trophy is still messable. Overall a pretty short but fun game with a slightly challenging platinum trophy. The next game is probably more a must play instead of a hidden gem, Cat Quest 3. Cat Quest 3 is an action game with some light RPG elements. The game also offers a simple but satisfying combat system. The game is definitely made for casual players. Also keep in mind you can play the game local co-op, but it's a bit limited. For example, the second player doesn't have deep RPG progression of their own. Trophy wise, it's an easy platinum, pretty straightforward with no missables. This one is basically the perfect game if you're looking for a co-op game where you can play with your wife or your kids. The next game definitely requires a bit more knowledge about games, Unicorn Overlord. The game is a standout tactical RPG that mixes large-scale squad battles with real-time movement. There's also a deep, flexible combat system, which is probably not for everyone. The game also supports cross-save and it's almost possible to auto-pop all the trophies, but keep in mind you probably need to re-trigger a handful of trophies. Trophy-wise, everything can be done in a single playthrough, nothing is really missable, and you should be able to get the platinum between 45 to 55 hours. If you like tactical RPG games, this is definitely a must play. Well, I guess most of you guys already heard about the game Monster Hunter, but what about Monster Hunter Stories? This game is different to all the other Monster Hunter games because it's basically a turn-based RPG, but it plays in the Monster Hunter universe. The first game is also available on PS Plus Extra, but I would recommend jump straight into with the second one because it's a lot better. There's also a third one which is even better than the second one, but unfortunately it's not available on PS Plus Extra. Hunt monsters, gain equipment, upgrade your armor, very addictive gameplay. Trophy wise, well, I personally would say it's a lot easier than the original Monster Hunter games, but it has basically the same grind. So you can easily expect about 100 hours to unlock the platinum trophy. Fortunately, no trophies in this game are missable. Even if you never played a Monster Hunter or you're interested in one, but you enjoy RPG games or let's say turn-based RPG games, you can definitely give the game a try. The next game definitely deserves to be on this list because the gameplay is pretty unique. The game is called Pacific Drive. What is the game? Well, it's a tense and atmospheric survival driving game, where your car is basically the main character. The management system in the game can get a little bit repetitive and the learning curve is a bit steep early on, but the unique concept make it stand out from most survival games. Everything can be done in a single playthrough and you should be able to unlock the platinum within 40 hours. Keep in mind there are 2 missable trophies and one missable trophy is called Along for the Ride. If you miss this trophy, you have to replay the entire game, so keep that in mind. So if you're into survival games, give the game a try. Next one is Bramble the Mountain King. I mentioned the game a few times in my sale videos, but now it's available on PS Plus Extra and all I can say is give the game a try. It's a pretty unique one and also a very brutal game. I don't want to spoil you, but there is one trophy where you need to go insane and you probably ask yourself, I am psycho? However, this one is a great dark fairy tale horror adventure game you need to play. Well, it's possible to do everything in a single playthrough, but 2 playthroughs are highly recommended. The first playthrough for all the miscellaneous trophies and learning the game, and the second trophy for your no-death playthrough. And dying in this game is easy, but you can basically cheese through your no-death run by using backup saves using the cloud storage. Without backup saves, it's almost impossible to do a no-death run. So the difficulty here is with backup saves, please keep that in mind. Next, brand new this month, Blades of Fire. I have seen that in still regions the game is still not available, but no worries, this will come to PS Plus Extra this month. If you ask me, on release the game got too much hate and people ignored the game. They already improved the game a lot, but to be honest, it was already not bad on release. They added a new game plus, new difficulty, new spells and a lot of more stuff. The game is an action-adventure game with some Souls-like elements. Trophy-wise we have no missables and everything can be done in a single playthrough. But keep in mind they patched the game and now with version 2.0 they added 3 new DLC trophies. Well, they are not necessary for the platinum, but if you want them you need another playthrough because you need to complete the game on the new highest difficulty and on New Game Plus. If you missed it, give the game a try, it's a really good one, but keep in mind probably not for everyone. And last but not least on my list is Granblue Fantasy Relink. It's an action RPG with a flashy and quick combat. People say the game is a bit similar to Monster Hunter. It's also possible to team up with 4 players to complete quests, boss fights and the endgame missions. But no worries, you can also do everything solo. Trophy wise we have no missables, there is also a chapter select and the game also supports cross save, so it's possible to auto-pop the platinum from PS4 to PS5. Keep in mind at the end the game will become a bit grindy. And that's it guys, I hope there is 1 or 2 games you enjoy or you want to try. I hope you found this video useful, thanks for the attention, see you in my next one.